say the price of my love's not a price that you're willing to pay. You cry in your tea, which you hurl in the sea when you see me go by. Why so sad? Remember we made an arrangement when you went away. Now you're making me mad. Remember, despite our estrangement, I'm your man. You'll be back, soon you'll see. You'll remember you belong to me. You'll be back, time will tell. You'll remember that I served you well. Oceans rise, empires fall. We have seen each other through it all. And when push comes to shove, I will send a fully armed battalion to remind you of my love. Da 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 da. You say your love is draining and you can't go on. You'll be the one complaining when I am gone. And no, don't change the subject, 'cause you're my favorite subject. My sweet, submissive subject. My loyal, royal subject. Forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. You'll be back like before. I will fight the fight and win the war. For your love, for your praise, and I love you to my dying day. When you're gone, I'll go mad, so don't throw away this thing we had. 'Cause when push comes to shove, I will kill your friends and family to remind you of my love. Da 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 da. Everybody! Da 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 da. Sat by the river and it made me complete. Oh, simple thing, where have you gone? I'm getting old and I need something to rely on. So tell me when you're gonna let me in. I'm getting tired and I need somewhere to begin. I came across a fallen tree. I felt the branches all been looking at me. Is this the place we used to love? Is this the place that I've been dreaming of? Oh, simple thing, where have you gone? not a real doctor, but I am a real worm. I am an actual worm. I live like a worm. I like to play the drums. I think I'm getting good, but I can handle criticism. I'll show you what I know, and you can tell me if you think I'm getting better on the drums. I'll leave the front unlocked, 'cause I can hear the doorbell. When I get into it, I can't tell if you are watching me twirling the stick. When I give the signal, my friend, blah blah blah, will play a solo. Ba-dum ba-dee, bee ba-dum ba-dum ba-dee ba-dum ba-dum, wee ba-ba-dum boom boom ba-da-dum ba-oh. Someday somebody else besides me will call me by my stage name. They will call me Dr. Worm. Good morning, how are you? I'm Dr. Worm. I'm interested in things. I'm not a real doctor, but I am a real worm. I am an actual worm. I live like a worm, and I like to play the drum. I think I'm getting good, but I can handle criticism. I'll show you what I know, and you can tell me if you think I'm getting better on the drums. I'm not a real doctor, but they call me Dr. Morning, evening, and afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the best Chap plays. Of course, he is playing, of course, the same thing every Friday. Ow. It's King of the Castle. That's right, it's King of the freaking Castle. And as you can clearly see, a lot has occurred today. And thus, I will tell you in just a few seconds. Right now, I'm just happy to say thank you very much, Leafy, for the subscription on there. And I will say, we have about 685 followers, only 15 left. 15 left until I have to play a game that I don't want to play. And won't that be fun when it comes down to it? But yes, regardless of that, also, hello, Ice Blue Dragon. Hello, Leafy. And I know, Leafy, you will be taking a nap after that Dr. Worm song. And I appreciate you, Ice Blue Dragon, giving me the idea to just play somewhere only we know. Do you want to know something, though, Ice Blue Dragon? Do you want to know why I sometimes don't want to play that one? Do you want to know why? Because YouTube's content ID system really hates when I play that song, even though it's a cover. Even though that it is clearly supposed to be that. They really don't like me playing that one because I imagine the company that's in charge of the copyright for Somewhere Only We Know are basically going like, you used part of our instrumental. Prison. Or something like that. It just comes off very much like, why the fuck are you playing that one? Don't you know someone else played it first? And that you can't have it? How dare you? How dare you in this country, in this time of day, in this unforgivable landscape that we call 2025? How dare you? But yeah, regardless of that, hello, and of course, I will be telling you about my week. And of course, this week, guess what I just finished? Pacific Drive. That's right, a game that I played. I think it was like free or last month, and it requires me just basically putting a car together and driving all the way to certain places to get resources and power anchors. And I'm just gonna say it outright. It is a lovely game. It's great. But I spent most of my time in the garage rather than outside because, my God, I organize too much. Like, I have shelves dedicated to certain items in certain shelves in certain priority areas. My car is outfitted with the best that it can be, and then when it's not outfitted with the best that it can be, I chuck it. I chuck part of it away and then replace it with a new one, because why not? It's what it needs to do in order to survive. But yes, regardless of that fact, also a lot, and I mean a lot, of like obstacles in the way. My God, it was terrifying, very terrifying half the time. But yes, and as well as there, the lads are here. That's right. Two of my friends, IRL friends, are downstairs watching anime or some shit. I don't know what they're gonna do. But after this stream is over, I'm gonna go downstairs and hang out with them, and that's what friends do. Yesterday, I thought I could beat them at poker. I did not beat them at poker in any way, shape, or form. Turns out one of my friends is very good at deception. He's very good at telling me how to do the poker thing. It was very, I wouldn't say upsetting, it was very humbling in a way. But yes, as well as that, I think I'm also trying to do a cover song, but there's a certain part in the song that I'm trying to get over. It's just hit or miss with that certain thing. But as well as that, the certain thing that I was an extra for, I think it was like a year ago, may or may not be showing their head, and I could disclose a bit more about it, probably when Netflix comes out with it. That's all I'm gonna say about it. That's all I'm gonna say about it. But without further ado, let's begin with the game! That's right, the King of the Castle game! And of course, we've got the lovely, the one, the only, the best actor in Dead by Daylight and in the world,
Nicolas Cage.
Do not add him! And of course, well, Chap, who is in the corner right there, just looking at me, the adorable little plushie, an adorable little one. It was amazing to see that, and I appreciate it. Leafy, I appreciate it very much. And of course, we got the Deltarune, lovely Ralsei from Deltarune, absolute adorable little creature. And on the top left, we've got a random corgi off of DuckDuckGo. Top right, we got my 5th favorite underrated character, Shiva from Resident Evil 5. Bottom left, Joel Dariel from Pyre. And on the bottom right, we got Phil DeFranco from the Phil DeFranco Show. And as well as that, we got the only bot I'm allowing in this chat, in this stream, is ReactBot. Everyone say hello to ReactBot, and ReactBot say hello to chat.
Reminds me of my childhood.
Reactbot, you can't call my chat, you can't call my chat short. That's not nice. But as well as that, you're looking forward to a new King of the Castle?
Methinks I just soiled me undies.
Okay, it's good to know that you, need to go to the toilet. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know that. Thank you very, very, very much for that. But yes, whilst that is the case, let me just turn this off. And let's get into the game. Yes. Into the game. The King of the Castle Gamery. Won't that be amazing? Won't that be lovely? Won't that be absolutely blessed in a way? Won't that be lovely? Won't that be great? I know it is. I know it very much is. It's very alarming. Very good. Very, very nice. Yeah. Let's just get into the game. And let me just... And of course, yes, last week I played a Clued. Gotta tell you, if you're ever gonna play that game, don't go in there thinking it's just another King of the Castle game. It is not. In any way, shape, or form. You will probably be thinking that you're the dumbest person on earth. Until, you know, you look for a walkthrough and then go, I am done. But yes, let's see. Oh, and also, I've heard there's a bit of complications when it comes to King of the Castle Twitch inclusion, but I'm willing to see it through if it means everything's going to be okay. But of course, we got the Venomsbane Monarch, Kim the Fourth of the Venomsbane Dynasty, presiding over the Kingdom of the Counts of the East, the Barons of the March, and the Partitions of the Coast. Without further ado, begin! Ready up when you can. Oh, yeah. They did say there was going to be complications. So, you know what? I think there is a solution to this. I never thought I had to resort to this. But let me just stop it for a moment. Okay. I may have to resort to something because they did say that there was going to be complications. Very big complications with it. But I'm willing to see them through. Because we're strong, independent people. Party mode Dynasty is the way to play King of the Castle now. Well, not until it gets fixed, of course. But yeah. If that's the case, should I turn off the Twitch integration? I might have to actually turn off the Twitch integration. I've never thought I'd have to see the day where I had to turn off the Twitch integration because it's not going to work with this. Oh my god. That is very odd to do. But yeah, I guess that just means a new dynasty. Monarch Bastard. I know how to spell. There we go. Then we got the dynasty name. What should it be called? Oh, him. And then, what the fuck do you think it should be? What dynasty name should it be? What should I call it? What should I call it? Twitch is down dynasty. The party dynasty. No, the Twitch is down dynasty. That's what we're calling it. And thus we're going to have to play a party game. Your friends can join the game via the internet browser. All they need to do is go to... Ow. Hello. They need to go... And hello, Hadrian. Hello. How are you doing? And also, hello, Hyena. Forgot to... basically... So yeah, Twitch is kind of on the fritz here. So we're just going to do a party game. Because for some reason, it is not doing well. And you know what? It's been a while. We're going to do Chiefs of the North. We're going to do... Oh, what should we do? We should do partitions of the coast and the counts of the east. That's right. Grandees of the south and barons of the march have had it good for too long. That's right. We're going to go for the underrated classes. That's right. We're going to obviously bring them along. And thus, get into the game. You have to just go to the app, www.kotc.app, using the room code. Let me just get the room code. One moment. Hang on. Hang on. Here it is, and then I'll pin it. There we go. Let's put it in for 120 minutes. Oh, manually unpinned. Oh, actually, no, that sounds way better. There we go. It is now pinned. And Hyena is now a chief of the north. Ah, lovely. Ah, lovely. It'll be good to have a Scottish accent now. Ah, so it's going to be lovely. And oh, you can change that? Risk play the bloody. Does this go by someone else, or am I actually seeing risk player the bloody? Did the risk player the bloody also reside over a different prestigious little area? Oh. But yeah, that be me. Oh, risk player 0123. Lovely to see you, and thank you for joining us. Hopefully, you will be nice upon this Twitch is down dynasty. Lovely to do that, and of course you'll be having the Scottish accent, and as well as that, you look absolutely dashing in that lovely chief outfit. Not gonna lie to you. Ice Blue Dragon, are you going to be joining us? Because it'd be nice to see a count or a partition of the coast. Balance solo noble votes. What the? This boosts votes for regions with one noble. Hang on, what? With this enabled, that noble's vote will count as much as the number of nobles in the second largest region. For example, if there's 3 barons, 2 chiefs, and 1 grandee in the game, the 1 grandee vote will be counted as 2 votes. In games with regions of equal number, this will only come into effect if one region goes down to a single noble. God damn. I never thought about that. I never thought about that. Oh, it just... never... my word. Honestly, so far, I've been loving the party mode. It's got its own unique feel of chaos. Really? I never thought of it like that. Should I turn on the balanced solo noble votes? Just to see how much chaos can be ensued? Because it seems like that would be freaking awesome. I'm not going to lie to you. It would sound very funny. It's just... it sounds like it's going to be very funny. But yeah, as well as that, Ice Blood Dragon. Let's see if I can peer pressure other people into joining the game. I'll just type, yo! Wanna try and add you... get... Wait. Get me from the forum? Question mark. Let me change regions so we can have, so we don't have to wait for one more person. Would you like my count or partition? I will let the the dice roll in your favor if that's the case. Because I feel like it would be much more funnier if that was the case. I just feel like that would be very, very funny. It would definitely help those who may have less people on their team. Yeah, fair enough. Solo votes in. That's right. No one's getting out of play on this one. Let's see. I'll just go on this one. And then go for... Let's see who else we could have. Let's go for this one. And you risk player, you've changed your region to the partition to the... Ooh, you look dashing in that one as well. Gotta say, you look absolutely delightful. Not going to lie. It's figured it would be better. Fair enough, really. Also, I didn't know you could have one without a mask. That one was a surprise to me. Can you actually... Oh, wait. Very well. Have a nice day. Okay, who... Okay, maybe if I pressure people. I like to roleplay my partitions a little bit differently. Instead of being greedy money hoarders, they like to help the common folk. Oh, that's a bit difficult because when it comes to the partitions of the coast, I give this accent. I make sure that every person is involved. I make them seem like they're from Downton Abbey, but the worst part of it. Oh, yes. Yes. Hopefully you are... you peasants don't mind me as I basically cash in your checks. Where'd you go? Your name just disappeared, Risk Player. Risk Player? Where'd you go? Did you disappear? What happened? Maybe, just, let's see if I could... Oh, you're back again. Very back again. And I've been told no again, bro. I'll just type bro. Take care. Have a fine evening. Now, if I could only spell evening properly. Yeah, sorry about that. I'm strictly on mobile, so if I'm not on the app for a little bit, it counts me as being gone. Sorry. Fair enough. No, not a fire evening. A fine evening. Goddamn, this dang... Oh, and Hyena, you have joined the partitions as well. Okay, this has just become a case of who gets what. Why are you trying to stack? Why are you trying to stack? Hyena has now joined the Counts of the East. Lovely. I never knew this could happen. And now that I know that could happen, it makes for a fine addition. A fine addition to this escapade. I'll just put a thumbs up on that one. Who else could I peer pressure into joining the king of the castle? Come on, there must be someone. Ice Blue Dragon is playing Fortnite and Marcus Brownlee. I'll see if Mr. Dub. Yeah, I'm in party mode. You can change regions while in the waiting phase. So yeah, that saves a lot compared to when people were going like, I don't want to be that person. I want to be that region. Well, guess what? When you're in a party game, you can have whatever you want. Man. But yeah, let's see if I could peer pressure someone into... Oh, maybe you. It's been a while since you've been around. Let's see if you'll take the bite.
Who else? Come on, I gotta get one more person. One more person! Also, you can sign in through Steam to keep your premium noble in the party mode, as you can see. Players who own the game can change their region after joining. This is not available after this screen. I see. I logged out on Twitch. Give me a mo. You don't need... Wait. Twitch for this. Wait. Oh, wait. I'll just type ye. I assume what Wacko is... by the way, Wacko is going to be joining us. What's the party code for? Yeah, I'll tell you strictly why. The Twitch integration in King of the Castle is kind... How dare you, Wacko? How dare you, Wacko? And by the way, the party code is mainly because Twitch integration is down. That's right, Twitch integration is down. But since Wacko is so insistent, I'm afraid we're going to have to do a marble race whilst we're waiting. That's right. As we're waiting, a marble race will ensue shortly. That's right. We're going to be doing a lovely little marble race. And luckily, I managed to get the marble race integration perfectly sounding well. So yeah, we're going to do a marble race. It will determine the rest of the stream. You might be thinking what happens in it. You will find out eventually once I get the game up and running. Just gonna put that on mute for a moment. And then we're just going to move this over to this for just a moment. Just a moment. You may be thinking why. Well, on Twitch, I have a redeem for Marble Race. And what the Marble Race does is that there is a race of marbles. And as a result of that, they determine the rest of the stream. And of course, I'm just gonna put in the Lone Ranger theme song. Hang on. Oh my goodness gravy! Risk Player 0123, thank you ever so much for the ever so loving follow. I appreciate it very much. As we go into this marble race, let me just 1 second. Goddamn. The Lone Ranger theme song. And okay. And once this has been loaded up, some shit is about to ensue. You may be thinking, what kind of shit? Oh, and by the way, only 14... Well, you may be seeing 15. Only 14 left. But yes. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you steady? We may be going now! And they are off, ladies and gentlemen, down the Plinko machine, saying hi to a random streamer while Chap is still in second place. Will anyone be able? But Endstream is now in the front lines. Thank God it got overtaken, and now nothing happens. Is going into the front lines. Wacko has done the redeem for this, so anything that may happen will happen in the... Oh, and I've run into the thing, but don't worry, I rectified it, as getting over a Benefoli speedrun is now in the lead, right next to Loud Time, right next to another getting over a Benefoli speedrun. But it's all to play for, as getting over a Benefoli speedrun is neck and neck with getting over a Benefoli speedrun, but whilst Bastard Slaps himself is in third place, will there be a winner as we go along with this? And it looks as if it's almost a done deal. But it looks like Bastard Slaps himself is trying to overtake, saying hi to a random streamer, but bitch about something is trying to take the lead. And it's all to play for over who hits the wall first. And thus we will have the checkpoint for the endeavor. But hi to a random streamer seems to be out in front. And thus will be launched into the air and hitting the wall. And thus we'll be waiting to see if they manage to get into there or over to there, which they have been brought to a sudden halt. Everyone's just facing the wall as... Oh my god! And... Wait, no, that one doesn't count. That one doesn't count! What? Ladies and gentlemen, it seems we have a cheating scandal among us. It looks like Endstream has just cheated. That's right, they have cheated, and thus as a result, they seem to have rigged the game, and thus we will only go by the... Oh, nothing happens one. We are only going by the third placer, the first placer that just actually got into the bucket. It's nothing happens, wacko. Nothing happens is the winner. Nothing happens is the winner. Because it looks like someone just... We are not ending the stream. We are... No. We saw what is in the basket. In fact, you could argue none of the goddamn end stream marbles got there. So as a result, nothing happens is the winner. And thus, nothing will happen. We are not ending the stream. And thus, I can stop that. Very much so. But yeah, as you can clearly see, some tomfoolery was amok. And thus, we are not letting them in because they didn't show up on the damn thing. So why the fuck should I give them the time of day? But yes, that was the marble race, and nothing happens. Enjoy the fact that you wasted your redeem. Endstream should have won. Well, guess what? It wasn't showing up on the bucket, so as a result of that, you could argue they cheated. It was a cheating scandal. Some marbles were hit with some drugs, and as a result, that's what happened. Well, I definitely don't regret my follow, because that was peak. Speaking of, I'm playing Peak on Sunday with my mod, Aiden, and anyone else that basically wants to join in the escapade. Yeah. But yeah, ready up when you all can. Everyone get into the game. And Risk Player, I assume it's trying to kick you out when it clearly didn't want you to. Be sure to use the party code and go to www.kingofthecastle.app in order to use it. Ice Blue Dragon, wacko. Maybe we do need a Count of the East in order to begin the game. Will one of you take up that mantle and try to adjugate? And also, a balanced solo noble vote counts. That's right. And I don't mean the counts count. But this actually may or may not help. Also, I'm King Bastard of the Twitch is Down Dynasty. You may be thinking, why is it called the Twitch Down Dynasty? Because Twitch's integration of King of the Castle is not working. Mainly because Twitch did an update. And thus, the devs at the King of the Castle are like, what the fuck? Why did you do this to us? We were having such a good time until you basically ruined it by throwing a tantrum in Twitch headquarters. How dare you? How dare you? But yes, without further ado, hopefully you all are going to do very, 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 very well. Fair to say, really. But yeah, also, don't mind me. Oh, anyways, I had joined to Marble Race. Thank you for reminding me. Oh. Was that the only reason why you were here? To see the Marble Race? And that was a doping. I may join for Peak though. On Sunday. Ah, very good. Very, very good. Very nicely well done and good. I thank you very thoroughly for that. Very good. Very, very, very good. Very thoroughly. But if you're only here for the Marble Race because you had the redeem for it, fair fair enough, really. But yeah, let me just double check if I could... Oh, I will see you later. Take care, Wacko. Thank you for the marble race. And also, thank you for the drink water now, Redeem. I am definitely drinking water in this cup. This cup that you can see right here. Ooh, boy, I do love drinking from my cup. Man, I do love drinking from that lovely little cup that essentially gives me the good drinking powers. The good drinking powers that provide me with all the strength in order to basically complete this game. Yes, very good indeed. Very nice, very lovely, very good indeed. But yes, hopefully everything will go as planned as we go along. Who else wants to join us? Let's see. Let's see if we could. Actually, no. I could just get my IRL friends downstairs to just integrate. Hang on. Just give me a moment. I'm gonna peer pressure my friends downstairs. Just give me a moment to just do something rather silly. And you may be thinking, how silly is it? Well, I'm just gonna tell you in just a few seconds. Just give me one moment. One moment. No! You guys want to advocate me from my They are too infatuated. They are too infatuated. They are too infatuated. With a TV channel show in to basically enjoy what could be potential King of the Castle material. Won't that be fun? But yes, time to peer pressure more peeps into more of this. Let me just see who else I could try. Oh! I have a friend joining, so that should help. Is your friend Rick108? If that's the case, then I appreciate you bringing your friend along to be the Count of the East so that we can get the game rolling. Are you the Grim Reaper? Is that the Grim Reaper? Is that the one? No, that's not the person. Who are you? Who are you? Did you just come in just to follow and leave? This is what's going on here. This is an odd occurrence to behold, but we have the Grim Reaper, and hopefully your friend will join us soon enough. But yeah, as we can see here, everything's going hunky-dory. It would be the Grim Reaper. But yes, without further ado, oh, and of course, yes, I am not going to be able to pronounce that in any way, shape, or form. But I'm gonna try. Yessie? Yessie. Is it Yessie? Yessie? Is it Jessie? Is it Yessie? Like, Yessie, it's time to cook. We gotta cook food for our meal. That's right. Is that the thing? Also, once you get in, we can begin the game, because it looks like the game really hates you for some reason. But yeah, without further ado, let's begin the game! If you all want to basically join up whenever you want, fair dues. But yeah, we got the north, we got the east, and we got the coast. Yes. Grim Reaper, you have joined us with the octopus. Lovely thing to behold. And of course, we've got the chiefs, a trade of 3, a farming of 3, a military of 7, a fifth of zilch, and a defiance of 1. For the count, we have a trade of 4, a farming of 7, a military of 5, a fifth of 4, and a defiance of 1. For the petitions, we have a trade of 7, a farming of 4, a military of 3, a faith of 5, and a defiance of 1. With an authority of 5, a stability of 5, and a treasury at 3,000. With the nobles all 1,000 gold each, hopefully you all have a lovely time. Let's introduce ourselves with the council. Now that you're the king, your first duty is to meet with the council of nobles. Your nobles hail from all across the kingdom. The wintry north, the desolate east, and of course, the wealthy coast. Introduce yourself to the chiefs of the north. Good luck in the days ahead, your majesty. You'll need it dealing with a lot of us. Aye. I hope so, too. Introduce yourself to the council of the east. In honor to finally make your acquaintance, your grace. May you escape the doom that befell your predecessors. Introduce yourself to the petitions of the coast. A pleasure, your esteemed highness. I hope to see our kingdom prosper and grow wealthy under your reign. And with that, the introductions are done. The council hall immediately fills with raised voices as the nobles argue with each other and demand your favor. You sigh and sit back. Is this what the council is like? No wonder your father told you to avoid the throne at all costs. Oh dear, dear, dear. So yeah, time for the coronation! Your Majesty, I've scheduled your coronation to take place in a week's time. Shouldn't I be giving the orders now? Of course, Your Majesty, but to delay any longer would make the nobles restless. And when nobles get restless, they take their daggers and look for the nearest back. Very well, what must I do? As is tradition, the council will decide what happens at your coronation. Let's get this over with then. Shall we call the nobles in? Alright, shall we do A, host a lavish parade with jugglers and fountains of wine. B, force the commoners to swear a blood oath. C, D, troops shall bear the king through the streets atop a shield. A, B, or D, vote now! Voting, 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 the voting is for you. A, voting, voting, voting. It's like, voting is for you now. Voting, 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 voting is for you. Hey! Voting, 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 voting is for you now. Voting, voting is for you now. Voting, voting, vote. Hey! Voting, 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 vote, vote, voting, vote. Voting, 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 vote. Voting, vote, voting, vote, voting, vote. 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And by the way, Grim Reaper, you don't do that voting. You go on the app. You go on the app and do the voting there. Because it looks like Grim Reaper's having a bit of a hard time with this. There we go. That's what you need. And it's all tied out of 2. All of them. Let's go for... You know what? Military. We're gonna go for D. Troops shall bear the king through the streets atop a shield. Soldiers from across the kingdom take part in the parade. They even outfitted it in impressive new equipment for the occasion. As you climb onto the shield and hold your sword aloft, you realize this is not going to be easy. Your arm quickly starts to hurt. Your soldiers stagger and groan under your weight. Sure enough, one of the shield bearers trips on a loose cobblestone and drops you face first into a puddle in front of full view of the half of the city. At least the only thing hurt is your pride. Oh, yes, indeed. Anyway, time for the path to victory. Your Majesty, when you die, what do you hope the kingdom will remember? Well, obviously, as a conqueror. Could be useful if we get pirates. Ooh, yes. A conqueror. A warrior king is sure to be remembered fondly if he wins more battles than he loses. I suggest over the next few years you focus on improving the kingdom's overall military as much as possible. Yes. Once you have an heir, I will return to discuss how your ambition is progressing. Good luck, Your Majesty. Yeah, we move on. Anyway, everything's been established. And the season! And of course, we've got Olaf. Ulf of the Hyena Droid clan, legendary northern prodigy, stands precariously on a longhouse crossbeam, droning as if in a trance. Shit, son of we all know I should be on the throne, not this boasting bastard. What the fuck? No noble. Oh, can you get back on? Hang on. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Risk Player's thing is causing problems. Anyway, are you back in? Yeah. Fair enough. How do we make it happen? Do you A, do an... Nah, it's fine, Risk Player. A, do an uprising, which is raising the treasury. B, intimidation, which is raising stability. Or C, a prophecy, which raises the authority. A, B, or C. Which one will you do, Hyena? Which one shall you do, Hyena? You have 10 seconds to decide, and then another 10... Okay, you've chosen intimidation, which is raising stability. Lovely. Voting has closed. Thus, it will be said. The chiefs plan to hold the king hostage in his own palace. First, they must lull the spy master into a false sense of security. To advance their scheme, the chief must raise stability to 5 or more in 4 seasons. Lovely, a jubbly. Meanwhile, Denari of the Risk Player, the bloody family, sinister business mogul, scribbles with a well-used quill in a hardwood desk, muttering in frustration. Fellow partitions of the coast, my claim to the throne is far more legitimate than that of King Bastard. Something must be done. Do you A, make a monopoly of raising your own trade, B, conspiracy, which is lowering the treasury, or C, corruption, which is lowering the authority? Which one shall you do? Lovely little Risk Player. Which one shall you do? Oh, god damn it, because your own trade is higher than the rest. Voting is closed, and thus it will be followed. The partitions plan to privatize the entire damn kingdom. First, they must build up their industry. To advance their schemes, the partition must raise their trade to 5 or more in 4 seasons. Great. Meanwhile, Salandra of the Yesi dynasty, sinister eastern prodigy, leans delicately on a podium, whispering carefully. My fellow counts, in ancient times, the East was its own proud kingdom. We can bring back those days of glory, but not while the false King Bastard wears the crown. Whatever shall we do? Do you do A, sorcery, which is raising the authority, B, subterfuge, which lowers stability, or C, doppelganger, which is lowering your own defiance? Which one shall you do? Grim Reaper and Yesi? Which one shall you do? You have 10 seconds to decide. Yes. You have a bit more time. 10 more seconds! 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and we now have a 50-50 split. Will we be lowering stability, or will we be lowering your own defiance? Voting is closed, and you have chosen B, subterfuge, which is lowering stability. Because whilst one is trying to raise it, the other tries to lower it. The Khans plan to replace the king's advisors with their own agents. First, they must prove that they're doing a bad job. To advance their scheme, the Khans must lower stability to 4 or less in 3 seasons. And thus, the scheming has begun. Continue with the laws of the land. Lovely, lovely, jubbly. Call for unity? That actually might not be a bad choice, actually. That's only if I want to basically have one person outweigh the other. Just keep that in mind. We got a new trend. We're low on lumber and the honor guard. Let's go for the honor guard. One evening, you're sitting up in bed reading some paperwork when a filth-encrusted peasant wanders into your bedchamber, bold as brass. Hello, you mage. Glad I finally found you. This bloody place is a maze. Mind if I take a seat? Guards! 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 but your palace watcher are nowhere to be seen, despite you yelling yourself hoarse. Listen, I got a bloody great idea for you. What if gangrene could be cured with moldy bread? I haven't tried it yet, but I've got a good feeling. Semi, glad that you're joining us. Bad news, Twitch is down, so to make up for it, yeah, he might actually, the person might be onto something. Semi, you may have to basically, go to the www.kingofthecastle.app and, use the party code in order to join. That's the only way that this can work, really. I apologize. But that's just how things are. Before the peasant can explain further, your marshal bursts into the bedchamber, sword drawn. Your Majesty! I'm sorry I didn't come sooner. I had no idea where the palace watch are. Do you want me to kill this intruder? Did you find it yet, Simi? I'll just wait for Semi to get into the game so that everything can go as planned. Hopefully you find it. Oof, I do love that. Tastes amazing. But yeah, no, I want to hold a vote on this proposal. It's loading very slowly. We should hold a vote on, yeah. Whatever you say, Your Majesty. She goes and gathers up your council, who trickle into the hall in their pajamas, rubbing sleep from their eyes. They don't look particularly pleased to be woken up. What the bloody hell is going on? So, do we A, yes, and the pilot program will be in the east? B, yes, and the pilot program will be in the north? Or C, yes, and the pilot program will be in the coast? Which one shall it be? I don't think it'll go... It's alright, I can sit this one. No, come on. Is your Wi-Fi really... It can't be the Wi-Fi that's doing this to you. I apologize if that's the case. I'm very sorry. But the only reason why is because Twitch did an update. And as a result of that, support me, Your Highness. How about you all basically vote to basically have your programs be there? Anyway, A, B, or C, vote now! Voting. The voting is for you. Hey! Voting is for you now. Voting. What? Wow. What an upset. Not gonna lie. Didn't expect that to be the case over there. Very much so. Interesting approach, I will say. Oh my goodness, gravy! What? Oh. Like, goddamn. I didn't expect the plot twist to occur. But yeah, yeah, okay. We're tied. Voting tied at a 3. Do we want the pilot program to be in the coast or the east? Let me see who has the highest military so far. You know what? I think the coast needs a bit more power in their step. Wait. Got a prep for work, friend. Have a good stream. Thank you. Talk to you later. Very well. Take care, Simi. Enjoy your work. Best to spend the military. Yeah. We're gonna go for the coast. The program will be in the coast. Under the peasants' close supervision, injured coastal soldiers eat moldy bread to stave off infection. Holy shit! To everyone's surprise, it works! The coastal army is soon fresh and healthy. And the new medicine is rolled out across the kingdom. Thank you, Your Majesty. And thank you for being you. I appreciate it very much. The success of his ideas notwithstanding. Your Majesty, if that peasant had been a maniac with a crossbow, I dread to think what could have happened. If one thing clear from this mess is that you need an honor guard who can actually keep you safe, not like the pathetic watch. Think carefully, Your Majesty. These guards' loyalties will be divided between you and their region. Of course, you could just hire foreign mercenaries. They'd be loyal to coin above all. I made my decision. I'll wait your verdict with bated breath, your majesty. I'ma pick the motherfucking, the one with the most, military presence, and that's, the Northern Warriors. I'll make the arrangements at once. The warrior heroes arrive a few weeks later. They swagger in with their big grins and bigger axes, belching and singing and roaring out unsavory jokes. One of your concierges faints. Lovely. Also, someone is low on lumber. Your Highness, will you tell these superstitious chiefs to get over themselves and let us harvest their trees? We need the wood for our crafts, people. I've told you that 1,000 times, Conte. That forest is thoroughly haunted. You'll damn us all if you go logging there. But you sold us a logging contract, and said contract has no exclusions for hunting. Your Majesty, the chiefs can't be allowed to wiggle out of their commitments. Ah, so do we A, the can't have a contract and may go logging, B, let them harvest the lumber but share the proceeds with the chiefs, C, turn the forest into a joint eastern northern hunting reserve, or D, fence the area off to make sure no one goes near it. Now, if you ask me, maybe we should do that one. But A, B, C, or D for now! Voting, voting, voting. The voting is for you. Hey, voting, voting, voting. It's what you should all be doing. Voting, 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 voting is for you. Hey, voting, 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 voting is for you now. Voting, voting, voting. Voting is for you. Hey! Voting, 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 voting is for you now. A voting is for you now. Vote, vote. Hey! A vote, vote. And it is now a, well, I thought it was a tie, but then I remembered I voted for that, and that one of you is just one noble. But yeah, it's good. Voting is closed, and thus we are to fence the area off to make sure no one goes near it. Roll the dice! Yeah! But, my lumber! I paid for that! Give it all haste, would ya? The council has spoken, and it's for your own good. When it's clear the council won't reconsider its position, Conte Yessi slinks back to the east. The haunted forest falls back into obscurity and legend. Damn well it should be. And time for the new fucking trend. It's the fucking crabs again. Noble partition risk player, the bloody is here to see you, your majesty. They want to sell you a crab. A what? It's the latest trend along the coast, your majesty. The partitions have started keeping a species of jeweled crabs as a fashionable pet. The creatures are so rare that one could now sell for as much as a mansion. I'd be fine with banning it. Oh, risk player, you've died again. And we're back again, and we're back in the room. Send them away and don't waste my time like this again. Crabs. Honestly, what is this kingdom coming to? I mean, seriously, what gives? Anyway, end the season! And thus we are now in the bidding wars! That's right, the bidding wars. For Hyena has 1,300. Risk player and the Grim Reaper have 1,000. And oh, it looks like Yessie is broke with 700 gold to their name. Brokey. Very unfortunate to say the least. But anyway, for the Chiefs, we have A, a cathedral, which raises the faith, and B, a library, which raises stability. For the Counts, we have C, a fortress, which raises the military, and D, a prison that lowers stability. For the partitions, we have E, a grand bazaar that raises the trade, and F, a theater, which lowers the authority. A, B, C, D, E, or F, get your bags out, throw them on the ground! Get your bidding on, get your bidding on right now. Get your bidding on, get your bidding on right now. Get your bidding, bidding, a bidding, a bidding, a bidding, a bidding on. 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 Hey. And it looks like we're basically waiting for something to start rolling. Oh, and already we've been seeing a little snipe here and there. Oh, it looks like the library is being funded as... Oh, but the prison and the library are basically fighting neck and neck. Oh, it's all to play for. Oh my goodness gravy, we only have 10 seconds. D&E are still at neck and neck. 7, 6, 5, 4... 3, 2, 1! You have lowered the stability and raised the trade. Lovely, a jubbly. End the season. Lovely. We have a tasty invitation. Finding a spouse and... Troll in the dungeon! Yes. But first, the tasty invitation. I don't mean to exaggerate, Your Grace, but I believe I have pioneered the most incredible invention in the history of mankind. I was hosting a small party playing cards with some old friends. I called for a servant to bring me something to eat that was both tasty and convenient, as my hands were occupied. What my servant brought me that evening will change the world forever, Your Majesty. It sounds like your servant invented it. Yes, and he's my employee, so I own the idea. It's only fair. You're saying that since your employee made it, that you own the idea?
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Okay, we're just gonna move on from that. Behold! He holds in the air a plate. Atop the plate are 2 slices of bread with a piece of meat wedged between them. It allows the hungry noble to consume 2 slices of bread. 2 slices! And this player runs back in now? There we go. Plus meat all at once, saving valuable time. Meanwhile, the bread serves as an impregnable barrier, preventing one's hands from being besmirched by meaty juices. Magnificent! Naturally, since this is my invention, I propose we name it after me. In a few years' time, I expect everyone to be enjoying a nice The Grim Reaper all for lunch. But naturally, the invention cannot be available for free. Every time the Grim Reaper O is consumed, I expect a small royalty payment. Alright, A, yes, gave the Grim Reaper all the royalties he deserves. B, no, the Grim Reaper are too delicious to be controlled. C, the Grim Reaper shall receive a one-time reward from the treasury instead. Or D, the servant should be rewarded instead. What is his name again? Oh, and also, in a minute, the ads are about to play. You know what that means?
I've declared war not because capitalism's a thorn in my side or out of nostalgia for an America gone by. This war's a people's war against a system that spiraled out of our control.
It's a war against the fucking forces of entropy. Understand? Do whatever it takes to stop them. Defeat them. Gut them. If I gotta kill, I'll kill. If I need your body, I'll fucking take it. Fucking hell. If you don't want to see those shitty ads, be sure to sub to this channel or go to the multi-stream on YouTube. And yes, there is a multi-stream on YouTube as well, just so you know. Anyway, so we're just gonna probably go for just go for this. A, B, C, or D vote now! Voting, voting, voting. The voting is for you. Hey, voting, 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 voting is for you now. Voting, 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 voting is for you. Hey, voting, 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 voting. Voting, 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 voting. And thus, it is over. The voting has concluded. Voting has closed. And thus, the good people shall receive a one-time reward for the treasury instead. Thank you, your majesty. I suppose it's better than nothing. The Grim Reaper O's prove a massively popular luncheon. Bakeries spring up across the east. Experimenting with new ingredients. Turns out you can put almost anything between two pieces of bread. Wow. Just, wow. That's lovely to know. Anyway, finding a spouse. In the twisty passages of your castle, you can avoid your advisors, the nobles, even the spymaster. But there's one person you cannot avoid. Your mother. Why haven't you found a spouse yet? It's been almost a year! Mom! I've been busy! You've been find the time. Don't worry. I'll take the liberty of finding eligible candidates. What is your preference? Men, women, or do you know about? I don't care! Get on my face! Excellent! I'll send out messages to the most influential noble families in the kingdom. Let's see what they have to offer. Yes. And yes, I will now have to wait until you all get back from your horrible time in ad apocalypse. That's right, the ads are a terrible thing to behold on anyone. I apologize for all of you having to endure this. Unless you sub to this channel, that's a bit different here and there. But as well as that, I'm looking forward to, like, fall. Because I despise, I want autumn to just happen. I don't want to be sweating anymore. Because that was a painful experience. A very, very painful... Oh! Do you mind getting back on, Risk Player? Do you mind getting back on? Do you mind getting back on? I imagine the ads are getting in the way of your experience, but I just need to get back on. Do you mind just getting back on? Do you mind getting back on? Do you mind getting back on? So that we can continue this endeavor. There's only 1 minute of ads remaining. Do you mind getting back on? Have you seen the D option? The only reason I'd never choose the D option in the marriage thing is mainly because... And by the way, yes, his name is Footlong. You're talking about that one? Yeah, his name is Footlong. And I've seen that before, make no mistake about that, because his foot is long. And that's about it. That's all that really needs to be said about it. But yeah, once you get back from your party break... Oh, and there you are. We're back once again. Lovely jubbly. Won't that be amazing? 10 seconds remain, and then the ads will be over, and then you will all survive. That's right, all of you will have survived what is essentially the worst thing that capitalism has to offer. I hate ads. I hate them so much. I wish they were all dead. But yeah, hello! Welcome back from the shitty ads. Hopefully you didn't die during all of that. Anyway, Charlie the Dungeon! Your Majesty, the Palace Watcher reported that there's a troll downstairs in the dungeon! Everybody with your lives! Don't worry, Your Highness. There's no need to panic. I'll deal with the monster before it hurts anyone. Do it. Yes, Your Majesty. Hours later, you are informed of a bloody battle in which the beast is slain. Several soldiers are killed in the process. The troll's body is dumped in the Treadwater River. Though it's hard to keep such a thing a secret, Riverside peasants start spreading rumors of trolls run amok in the capital. Lovely. And the season! And thus, we're on the taxes. Do we do anything with the taxes? Nah. Taxums, smaxums. We're fine with what we have. And this season, we move on we got border raids, we got the crab bubble burst, and eligible options. Let's go for eligible options then, shall we? I found 3 potential matches for you. 1 eligible young candidate from each of the kingdom's 3 regions. Choose wisely. You'll be securing a powerful alliance. Yeah, I fucking know. Yeah, I fucking know, Mom. Ah! Your mother leads you to the Great Hall where she's arranged 3 portraits on easels. For now, each is covered by a cloth. Wait, I don't even get to meet them? There's no time for sentiment. You just need to match the banner that befits your station and suits your political needs. She whisks away the cloth from the first portrait. This is Togia, firstborn son of the Northern Hyena clan. Apparently, he can be a little shy with strangers, but I'm sure he's wonderful when he comes out of his shell. And despite his terrible social situations, he's utterly unafraid of the battlefield. People say he nurses a grudge, though. I can see the appeal, I suppose. This is Xenia! Xenia, the eldest daughter of the Eastern Yesi dynasty. Apparently, they had a hell of a time getting her to smile for this portrait. Okay, we're back. She's lost half the family fortune in the gambling halls. Unfortunately, she went missing a while ago, but it turned out she accidentally locked herself in the cellar. Survived on one for a week. Intriguing. And finally, we have from the coast, we have Camilla, the wealthy heiress to noble partition risk player estate. Just look at her. She's gorgeous. And apparently she's got a silver tongue too. Hello, still in time to join? Yep, you just got... It's a bit different on this. You have to join the app. Wasn't me this time. Oh. Well. Just got to keep that in mind, I guess. But as well as that, if you want to join Mina, you go onto the King of the Castle app and join on there. And then use the party code that's on the Twitch chat in order to join. Hopefully that doesn't cause any problems as you're joining up. She loves to go hunting, which isn't a common hobby among the politicians. She's said to be led by her passions, living in the moment with no thought for her reputation. I like the sound of her. What do you think? Of course, by picking a candidate, you'll anger the other regions, but you'll gain a lifelong alliance. Alright, I made my decision. Well, which one do you wish to marry? What's the room code? It's on the party code chat. YPCJ. You can see in the Twitch chat. It's pinned, just so you know. Let's fucking go for, actually, which one do we go for? Let's go for, Xenia of the East. Excellent! I'll make the arrangements. Yep, she's gonna be married. Anyway, the crab bubble bursts. Bad news, Your Majesty. A new reef has just been discovered, which is overflowing with millions of jeweled crabs. Crab prices are crashing catastrophically. How could this be? The entire kingdom will suffer financially, Your Majesty, with the exception of a few partitions. Curiously, Noble Partition Risk Player, the very same partition who first began the crab craze, recently sold all of their crabs at a huge profit just days before the crash. Oh dear. I only sort of mine because I viewed it as evil. I had no idea it was going to crash. Oh, I only sold some of my... Oh, and back in you go. Something must be done. You summon your council to discuss the crab price crisis. Many assembled nobles have invested heavily in the crab market, and they are casting furious glances at the partition ventures. Ah, yes. Do we A, bail out the failed businesses along the coast, B, let the coast suffer the full consequences of the crisis, or C, arrest Noble Risk Player and confiscate their ill-gotten gold? Well, either way, bad shit is occurring, and I ain't spending one fucking penny of that bloody thing. So, you know. Please help my people. We'll only have to find out, won't we? B or C, vote now! Voting, voting, voting. The voting is for you. Hey, voting, 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 voting. Voting is for you now. Oh, and also, you are a part of the lovely partitions. Hopefully you enjoy that as much as I do. Voting, 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 voting is for you. I got you to vote, so why don't you all do that too? Voting, 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 voting is for you. Hey, voting, 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 voting is for you now. Voting, voting is for you now. Voting, voting, vote, voting, voting, vote. 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, and that's all the nobles. They are arresting you, Grim Reaper, to the fullest risk player to the fullest extent of the law. Voting is closed. Arrest noble partition risk player, the bloody, and confiscate their ill-gotten goods. Thank you for the money. Your soldiers storm noble partition risk players' opulent mansion, arresting them and confiscating their ill-gotten crab gold. The trial will be held as soon as possible. This is a setup. You say, well, so was the jeweled crabs, risk player. So was the damn jeweled crabs. Outrage partitions protest that your actions are illegal and make a mockery of the law. Don't they know you're the king? I mean, I'm the best king. I'm the best king of all. Nobody can be a king better than mine. Be sure to set up on this new little trend called crab coin. It's the newest trend, way better than the jeweled crabs that washed up on the shore. I can assure you that we are in a great time. We're gonna enjoy the crab coin as much more than the crab jewels that washed up on shore and ruin the economy. I have sent my noble guards to arrest him on the spot. It will be great. It will be ultra major super cool. Now, anyway, could someone please tell me where my legs have gone? Yes, very much so. Anyway, border it! Your sincere highness, those damn chiefs are up to their old tricks. Chief Hyena Droid has been leading his warriors on raids into my lands. Nobody was hurt, but they shook down my peasants for petty coin and stole lemons straight from my finest groves. How dare ye accuse me of something like that again? And it's my actual ancestry. Your greatness, I have no idea what Lady Patricia Mina is talking to me. Maybe she's had a bit too much wine. Alright, do we A, order Chief Hyena to compensate Lady Patricia Mina for the stolen goods? B, send the Spy Master to investigate these claims? Or C, tell Lady Partition to bring proof when making accusations? I'm gonna call for unity. A, B, or C, vote now! Voting, 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 the voting is for you. Hey, voting, 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 voting is for you now. Voting, 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 voting is for you. Hey, voting, 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 voting is for you now. A voting is for you now. Voting, voting, vote. Hey, a voting, 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 vote. Voting, voting, vote. And a voting, 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 vote, 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 voting, 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 vote, 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 vote. You have all chosen to order Hyena to compensate Lady Partition Mina for the stolen goods. And thus, voting has ended at a 3. Oh, wait. Oh, it's a 50-50 choice. Dang it! Compensate. I would be unbound to pay back what I stole. If I stole anything in the first place! Depths below! Shut up! The council has spoken. Now here's my bill. Grumbling, Chief Hyena pays up, but you'd be surprised if this was the end of it. Oh, someone's threatening, I see. End the season! Far in the east, Conte Yesi is hosting a dinner party in their castle with a few distinguished guests. The kingdom is in great jeopardy, and the council is calling for the king's inner circle to resign. We need to increase the pressure. If the king in a weak enough position, he's got no choice but to bow to our demands. No more interfering spymaster. No more marshal, or council, or treasurer. All new inner circle, all made of our counts. For the next stage of the scheme, the counts must lower authority to 4 or less in 3 seasons. Interesting indeedy. I am not. Don't mind if I do. Introducing the new one. Yes. The Archbishop's request, a royal wedding, and a treasure hoard. Let's go for this one first. Your wedding to Zahenia is naturally the talk of the kingdom. Nobles and peasants alike travel from across the realm to attend. For a week and a day, the capital is one giant party. It feels like you're the only one not taking part. Instead, you're getting ready for the ceremony. Soon enough, you're standing in St. Bertrand's Cathedral with Zahenia at your side. Do you take this woman as your lovely wedded wife? Yeah, whatever. Then I pronounce you king and wife. Oh! After the wedding, of course, there's a feast, and after the feast, a dance. Your new wife, Xenia, refuses to dance at all, preferring instead to brood in the corner. By the time you find yourself alone with Xenia, it's past midnight and you've never felt more tired. Did you see the 8 crows perched in the church tower as we walked into the cathedral? A dark omen. Oh, it's like what my favorite underrated bard band told me about. Perhaps you're right. The peasants have the right idea. They get married for love, not for politics. And to live the simple life of a commoner. I become so numb, I can feel you there. Become so tired, so much more aware. I becoming, that's all I want to do. Is be more like thee and be less like thou. Okay, there, we're both in this together. You comfort Xenia long into the night, listening as she expresses her doubts and fears. As dawn breaks, she falls asleep into your shoulder, exhausted. Lovely. I see the shadows in my room. I can't tape out the love that I gave you. Something, I love that I hate you. That I cannot change you, so I must replace it. Anyway. Better said than done. Anyway, the Archbishop's request. Your Majesty, I wish to speak with you about the situation in the north. Too long have the Northers been allowed to worship the heathen tree gods and embrace the defiance of the 9th god. This is not gonna end well. Allow me to send some of my best missionaries to the north. It's for the good of the realm. I'll have to bring this to the council. Of course, Your Majesty. I would expect nothing less. Alright. Do we A, send missionaries to the north, or B, deny the Archbishop request for the mission? A or B, vote now! Voting, 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 the voting is for you. A, voting, 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 the voting is for you now. Voting, 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 voting is for you. A, voting, 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 voting is for you now. A voting is for you now. Voting, voting, vote. A, voting, 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 vote. Voting, 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 the voting is for you. Voting, 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 it's what you all should fucking do. 10 more seconds! And never mind, yes, he has chosen. But it doesn't matter, it's unanimously voting for deny the Archbishop request for the mission. Very well. If this is the will of the council, so be it. I'm glad that the council respects our sovereignty enough to leave us to our own business. God's bless you. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, moving on. Now for the treasure hoard. Your Majesty, I've received a letter from Chief Hyena. There's trouble brewing. Oh no, what's happened? It's serious! An insurrection! It's all started when the peasants got angry. They surrounded Chief Hyena's longhouse and are demanding that he gives up his riches! This is what happens when you neglect your citizens. Indeed, Your Majesty. He asked the council to send aid. Do we A, gather northern forces to remove the peasants? B, make Chief Hyena pay the peasants to leave? Or C, give Hyena money to pay the peasants? Actually, both those seem like a good idea, actually. Okay. A or C? Vote now! Voting, 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 the voting is for you. Hey! Voting, 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 the voting is for you now. Voting, 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 vote. Voting, 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 vote. Oh, we were just about to, I assume. Yeah, there we go. Jesus. That was very unanimous. Voting is closed, and thus give Chief Hyena money to pay off the peasants. You send a bag of gold to Chief Hyena, who distributes it amongst the delighted peasants. The treasurer looks pained when she goes through the books, but she'll just have to deal with it. Oh, why do I have to bother? And the season! Up in the north, Chief Hyena is hosting a grand feast at his clan hall. Our plans are going better than expected! The spy master thinks that all is well in the kingdom, and while the cat's away, the mice shall play. Please don't refer to us as mice. We're honorable warriors! There's no honor in politics, my friend. Our next step is to replace the palace watch with our own agents. We already control the honor guard. If we can pay the loyalty of the watch, we can have a complete control of the palace. For the next stage of the scheme, the chiefs must lower the treasury to 1,500 or less in 2 seasons. Interesting indeed. Meanwhile, in a dingy seaside tavern, 2 partitions of the coast meet to plot their latest scheme. The coastal economy is strong. What do we do with all this coin? Time to start buying things, my friend. Land, roads, bridges. We'll buy up the whole kingdom, piece by piece. But first, the king must be desperate in need of our gold. To advance the schemes, the partition must lower the treasury to 15,000 or less in 2 seasons. Interesting. Sounds like we have a natural alliance. Uh-oh. And the season! We have retaliation. We have the... Let's go to the crab trial. Hey, risk player. What are your odds, do you think? After months of delay, noble partition, risk player, the bloody, is finally due to stand trial for their crab-related market manipulation. You stand accused of perpetrating fraud and tricking hundreds into buying expensive crabs. How do you plead? I am only guilty I am guilty only of making money, so I broke a few laws along the way. Is that a crime? Yes, obviously. I pronounce you guilty as charged, and your fate will be decided by the king. Off to jail with you. Off to jail with you. Jail. Noble politician, risk player, the bloody, is dragged away in chains. Wailing for clemency, most of the watching nobles agree that justice has been done. Except for the petitions, of course. Please, your majesty, risk player has young children. Who is supposed to pay for their upkeep in their villa? Obviously, risk player the second. Obviously. Duh. Make it sound so complicated. Anyway, an invitation. Ah, Baz! My heart. Oh, wait. Ah, bastard! My heart! I have a proposition for you. So, you know, I like playing cards, right? I'm playing at Split Tournament in a few months. Do you want to, like, come with me? I probably won't win. It's just for fun. I mean, seriously, you better not be flaking on me. Oh my god. It'd be so absolutely bodaciously bad. Excellent. I'll come and watch you play. How delightful. I'm looking forward to it. I definitely will not be cheating in a way, shape, or form. Yeah. So, don't be doing anything stupid, okay? Just trying to speak in favor of a fellow partition. I see. I see. Hey, be happy that you're in the dungeon and not in a basket. Retaliation in a cat. Your Angus Majesty! I'm here to complain about Chief Hyena raiding my lands again! This time, he even left a calling card with his signature after pillaging one of my cabins! The audacity! The council forced me to rebuild the partition meter for raids I never conducted in the first place! Let the crowd meet the punishment! Now we're even! Depths below! This is not remotely how this works! I demand the council arrest this fool! You ruined my... You raided my lands! I did not! Your Majesty, send this man to the executioner's office and have him expelled! Shit! Sorry, I love that meme so fucking much. I did not! Send him to the... Sorry. Send him to the principal's office and have him expelled! Okay, I'm gonna calm down now. Okay. Did we A, arrest Chief Hyena for the theft and assault? B, for a second time, order Hyena to pay La Petition Mina back in full? C, consider the matter settled, no more raiding? Or D, station troops along the northern coastal border? Now, if you ask me, a simple idea requires simple solutions, really. So how about we just do this and leave it at that. A, B, or C, or D, vote now! Voting. The voting is for you. Hey, voting. It's what you all should do now. Voting is for you. Voting is for you now. Voting is for you now. Vote. Hey! Vote. 10 more seconds. 10, 9. And yes, he has basically done that, but the voting is closed and it's unanimously considering the matter settled. No more raiding. Depths below! You call this settled? Your Angus Majesty! I'm humiliated and out of bucket! Ha! I think you'll find the council has spoken, you howling great ninny. I did not! Send him... Send him to the principal's office and have him expelled! I hate it so much. Anyway, time for the bidding wars! Hyena with 2,000 gold. The Grim Reaper with 1,500 450 gold. The risk player has 750 gold. Yessie has 550. And Nina, you be broke. Absolute broke. No money. Absolute no money. Isn't that right, Reapbot?
They talk too much.
Shut the fuck up. Anyway, for the chiefs, we have A, an aqueduct, which raises the farming. B, a library, which raises the stability. For the county, we have C, an observatory, which lowers the faith. D, a theater, which lowers the authority. For the petitions, we have E, a cathedral, which raises the faith, and F, a fortress, which raises the military. A, B, C, D, E, or F, get your bags out and throw them on the ground! Get your bidding on, bidding on! Get your bidding on right now. Get your bidding on, bidding on! Get your bidding on right now. Get your bidding, bidding on! Get your bidding on right now. Get your bidding on, bidding on! Get your bidding on right now. 30 seconds have expired and thus we only have that amount remaining. It looks like D and A are neck and neck and they're just fighting to both be in the same place as before. I don't see anyone arguing with getting anything else, but yeah, regardless of that, we now have 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You have raised the farming and lowered the authority, it seems. Yes, indeed. And the season! We now have debt. Oh, about my hair. Your marriage to Xenia has grown stale. Oh, you get along well enough and you've made some good memories together, but there's no spark. She cares more about that stupid card game that I should have gone to and thus hopefully have improved the relationship, but I was too stupid to basically recognize that until it was too late.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Great. But spark or no spark, you still need an heir. Congratulations are in order! The royal wedding was a magnificent affair! It went as well as you could expect. You're still in power, aren't you? Still got that crown on your head! That's what matters! We've done well so far, but something's still missing. An heir! You need someone young, whose royalty is assured. A charter hero would do the trick, even if they're a bastard or the youngest of your many cousins. My wife and I will have a child together. Ah, the traditional method. No one will object to that. I'll arrange for you to take a month off from ruling so you can get down to business. Get that mode activated. Anyway, the split tournament. Xenia leads you inside Count Grimreaper's castle, up a winding staircase into a steady gaming room filled with card tables. A goblet of wine is swiftly passed to you as someone takes your coat. So good to see you, your majesty. When Xenia told me you were coming, I almost didn't believe her. Xenia's first opponent will be Chief Hyena, by the way. Xenia will wipe the floor with that pretender. Xenia gives you an appreciative smile. The Grim Reaper leads you to some benches near the edge of the room, where a number of other spectators are already sitting. Refreshments and the Grim Reapers are handed around freely. I'm rooting for Chief Arena. He hasn't lost a game since 947. Oh, my axe of my ancestors! Your Majesty! I didn't expect you to be here. I'm here for the Queen Consort. Of course! Xenia is a regular at Grim Reaper tournaments. I'm sorry I didn't get an invite sooner. We have a little, we have to be a little careful, you know. The Church of the Ninth can be a little timid when it comes to gambling. Storm spends the next few minutes explaining the basics of the competitive split to you. Most of it goes over your head until they're interrupted. No! Not again! Oh! No! I don't know why you keep coming to these things, then you. I've never met anyone who's bad as split as you. Xenia steps away from the table sulkingly, eventually coming over to find you whilst Chief Hyena counts his takings. Well, I suppose that's it. I've been knocked out, and in the first round, no less. Ah! Why weren't you there to support me? I was in my zone. And then you had a calm, okay? I would have been better without you, okay? You did wonderfully, my love. Thank you, my love. Oh. I wish I was dead, okay? That's what I wish. I wish I was. Hope you didn't demand I use some of the treasury to pay for my entrance fee. I forgot to my own money at home. Hey, oh, what's that? Oh, is that a cannon? Oh no, my wife. She died. Oh well, I guess the debt is settled. Of course, my love. Thank you. I was worried you'd be angry with me. I mean, you don't look angry right now. I mean, I would be if I was anyone any money. But since you're cool with that, I'm glad that we could get a level equal playing ground. Hopefully you don't mind. Okay. Please don't be mad at me, but I really need some money for the next gambling tournament. Okay. Hopefully you just don't mind. I wouldn't like it any other way. Okay? Jesus. You and Xenia stay to watch the finale before heading back to the capital. You didn't win anything, but at least you spent some quality time with your wife. I still don't really find a spark anywhere. The council session has ended for the day, so you're quite surprised when Noble Partition Risk Player II corners you in the back passage of your castle just before dusk. Greetings, your sincere highness. Apologies for surprising you like this, but I have an urgent matter that I thought you'd want to hear in private before I go to the council. Your wife, the queen consort. How can I put this? She owes me a lot of money. Gambling debts mainly. She borrowed quite a lot from me to recover some lost funds, but now it's time to collect, and she's been avoiding me. Officers, I can't help you with that. That's unfortunate, your sincere highness. Still, I thank you for your time. They scurry away into the darkness of your corridors. During Council's next session, Noble Partition Risk Player II levels the same accusations against Xenia, only this time in public. At this stage, you're powerless to step in. The Council vote will determine Xenia's fate. A. Force, fuck off. B. Forgive Xenia's debts and force Noble Partition Risk Player to absolve the... Or C. Force the other counts to cover the Queen's Consort's debts. B or C, vote now! Voting, voting, voting. The voting is for you. Hey, voting, voting, voting. It's what you all should do now. Voting, voting, vote. By the way, sorry for that sudden, oh, fuck off. You can understand I ain't paying that shit. Voting, voting, voting. The voting is for you now. Voting, a voting is for you now. Voting, voting, vote. Hey! A voting, vote, a 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 vote. Good enough for me. Voting is closed. The king is cheap. No, the king is making sure you lot stay in your place. A fitting compromise, some would say, but the counts are unhappy about covering the queen's consort. Xenia awkwardly avoids your gaze as Noble Partition Risk Player II starts to count out their coin. Yet whatever. Whatever. End the season! Up in the north, Chief Hyena has gathered his fellow plotters for a hike through the mountains. The Ballast Wars won't accept the briefs! The director is blatantly overflowing! They don't need our money! And I suppose they're in straight to the spy master to blab about it too. Damn our luck! Is this the end? Did Voltar give up after his first defeat at the hands of the Eater of the Sun? We will bide our time and strike again when the king least expects it. The chiefs aim to load the treasury to 1,500 or less. Interesting. Meanwhile, sitting on a bench outside the Sunbleach Villa, 2 partitions of the course meet to plot their latest scheme. The thrice-cursed king is still refusing to sell us any public land! It makes sense. The treasury is flush with coin right now. Patience, my friend. Let's bide our time until this king runs out. The partitions aim to load the treasury to 1,500 or less. Meanwhile, in the darkest depths of the eastern forest, Count Yesi has gathered their fellow plotters around a mossy stone obelisk. The council demanded a shake-up, but the king resists all calls to replace his advisors. There's little we can do while the king holds out, but something tells me his position is not as strong as he thinks. Council aim to lower authority to 4 or less. So, let's see what we can do here with the oh, look. Oh! Would you look at that? Wow! Do you see that? Do you see this? I think. Thank you for the money, peasants. Lovely to see things go my way. In the meantime, we got Carnage. We got a horrible haunting and being falsely accused. Let's go for Carnage. Your Majesty, terrible news! Without council authorization, Lady Partition Mina is leading her troops into the north on a revenge raid. It's far more violent than the raids led by Chief Hyena. An entire northern village has been burned to ashes, and the fields are being sown with salt. You need to put a stop to it. It's too late, Your Majesty. More troops are nowhere near. We have to trust Chief Hyena can defend his lanes. More scouts will report back with news of the battle soon, I'm sure. Roll the dice! Oh. It's long, anxious wait while the marshal rides off to consult with her scouts. Roll the dice! Yes! Lady Partition Mina and her soldiers were all slaughtered. Turns out, God fucking damn it. I need that, troops. Turns out a band of northern berserkers make for very difficult prey than dour peasants. Lady Partition Mina's head has been sunk on a spike outside Chief Hyena Droid's clan hall. Yes, so Mina II has joined the council. Lovely. Yeah, whatever. Lady Partition deserved it. You know what? This is a black day for our kingdom. Indeed, Your Majesty. We can't have members of the council wantingly killing each other like this. Something must be done. When the council is called together the next day, the Partitions and Chief are staring daggers at each other. Lady Partition Mina was wrong to raid the north, but she was provoked! Murdering her was a grotesque overreaction. Her killer must be brought to justice. Are you having a laugh? As soon as Lady Partition Mina set a foot on my land, she is already dead! Count your lucky stars, she died quickly. Oh my god! Please get along, okay? A, imprison Chief Hyena. Risk player. Just wanna let you know. Okay, here we go. A, imprison Chief Hyena and throw away the key. B, have Chief Hyena beheaded outside the palace. D, sentence Chief Hyena to a traditional northern trial by combat. A, B, or D, vote now! Voting. The voting is for you. Hey, voting. The voting is for you now. Voting is for you. Hey, voting. Oh my goodness gracious me. It looks like D outwins all of it, and thus trial by combat will ensue. Voting is closed, and thus sentence Chief Hyena to a trial Traditional Northern trial by combat. A traditional Northern! What the fuck? Flailran! I can't accept this healing. If Morgana deems me worthy, I will survive this. I can accept this healing. If Morgana deems me worthy, I will survive this trial. Because if we could do it right, we'd fight at the peak of the active volcano. But since we're in the capital, I suppose that's no option. Oh, we are seriously doing this Northern way? This stupid gods don't exist. What's wrong, milk drinker? Scared of your Northern god war prove weaker than my axe? The trial is scheduled for a few months' time. Soon the entire capital is abuzz with anticipation. Such trials are common in the north, but seldom seen in civilized lands. The Archbishop, however, is outraged. The chiefs trialed by combat are dedicated to Morgana, so holding one of the capital is considered mildly heretical. Heretical? I don't know. Anyway, time for a horrible haunting. During a meeting with the Council of Nobles, a commotion erupts as Chief Hyena lets out a piercing scream. By the gods! By cosmic god, it's here! It's here! He faints away, falling to the ground with a crash. By the 9th, someone fetch water! A servant runs for water and holds it to Hyena's mouth. I thought I'd be safe from here, but unfortunately, when we built the aqueduct on my land, some manner of spectre was disturbed. It's made me a target! What's it doing exactly? Oh, I'll be really entertaining this nonsense. My god, you two are at each other's throats, I swear. I hear voices, your greatness! Little pinpricks at the back of my mind. Just now I saw a horrid grey shape hanging over me. Its face a rocketing mask! We're too old for campfire tales, Hyena. I beg you, your majesty, and gather nobles, come to my aid! We must banish this slave! How about we research land on which the aqueduct is built? Since A is not an option, and C will just aggravate people. A, B, or C, vote now! Voting, 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 the voting is for you. Voting, 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 it is what you all should do. Voting, 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 voting is for you. Hey, voting, 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 voting. A voting is for you now. Voting, voting, vote. Hey, a voting, 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 vote. The vote. Voting, vote, 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 voting, vote, voting, 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 vote, voting, vote, voting, vote, voting, 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 vote. And thus you have all chosen B. Lovely. Voting is closed, and thus this is what is the answer. You summon the chief architect, who nods thoroughly when you explain the situation. This sort of thing on occasional happens when building on historical sites. Keep you on your toes on it. It's a job to make sure your buildings are ghost-free. Find out what or who this ghost is. Of course, your majesty. I'm sure it'll be easy enough to sort out. He hurries off to Quail University to dwell through the records. You can only hope Hyena's troubles do not get worse in the meantime. Interesting. Anyway, falsely accused. Your Grace! I bring bad news from our newly constructed prison in the east. One of the prisoners, a murderous rogue by the name of Cheddar Smut, has escaped. His location is currently... The double doors bang open. A grubby-looking peasant strides into the council hall, escorted by an anxious watchman. In this room...
Sorry, Your Majesty. He said it was urgent, and he was pretty persuasive.
Your Majesty, I swear I'm innocent. Count Grim Reaper threw me in prison on trumped-up charges simply because I said I didn't like his hat. Your Grace, I have no idea what this fool is talking about. You will shut your mouth at once, okay? Do we A, throw this foolish peasant back in prison? B, free Cheddar and imprison Count the Grim Reaper instead? C, ask the spy master to investigate further. Or D, allow both Count Grim Reaper and the peasant to go free. So A, B, or C, vote now! Voting, 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 the voting is for you. A, voting, 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 it's for all you should be doing. Voting, 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 voting is for you. A, voting, 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 voting is for you now. A voting, a voting, a voting is for you now. Voting, voting, vote. Hey! A voting, 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 vote. A vote. A voted, 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 vote. A vote. A voted, 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 vote. And you have chosen that. Well, we free Cheddar and imprison Count. Lovely. Voting is closed. Maybe they'll have better acts in prison, eh? Say another word about my heart! One more word, Knave, I dare you! It makes 7 watchmen to restrain Count the Grim Reaper as he's dragged down to your dungeons. While the common folk celebrate Cheddar Spet's exoneration, it also takes a sign that the King's justice is flawed. Lovely. And the season! And thus we have... I think I'm good with that. And the... we have Morgana's Justice. The Chief Architect returns and undercutting. Let's go for Morgana's Justice. The day of Chief Hyena's traditional northern trial by combat is imminent, and the council is tasked with finding a suitable opponent. Enough Lawligan! Where either side may nominate a champion. I'll choose myself. Who shall I fight? Let's go for, actually, no. Do A, one of the King's Honor Guard, B, a Warian, or C, Noble Partition, Risk Player the Bloody the Second. How about this? A, B, or C, vote now! Voting, 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 the voting is for you. Hey, voting, 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 voting is for you now. Voting, 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 voting is for you. Hey, voting, 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 voting is for you now. A voting, a voting, a voting is for you now. Voting, voting, vote. Hey, a voting, 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 vote. You have chosen one of the King's Honor Guard. Lovely. Voting is closed, and you have chosen that. Chief Hyena takes a step back. But they are the finest warriors in my land! Morgana protect me! A week later, a burst of trumpets announces the start of the trial. The Opera House has been repurposed for this occasion. A vast crowd has turned out for the show, pushing and shoving and barely kept at bay by the watch. Chief Hyena is perfectly at ease. Risk player? Just gonna... not me. Hyena? Is it you? Hyena? Okay, then that must mean, no. Well, that can't be right. Can you all refresh then? Really? Mina? Which one? It's like, just, I guess, refresh. All of you just refresh and see if it's one of you. Maybe it's just glitched. Just like the Twitch integration. And we were doing so well. This can't be right. Because all of you are, you know, here. Mina? Are you? Is it? Oh, never mind. Let me just double check. Oh, that's a bit awkward. Okay, Chief Hyena is perfectly at ease, honing his axe while awaiting his opponent. One of the Northern Warriors... I refreshed. I see. One of your Northern Warriors steps into the ring, tattoos seeming to rife in the light of the blazes. Hello, Ulf. Ease the way. Not bad, you know. She's expecting again. Oh, congratulations. Wish you my best if you survive. Shall we get down to business? I reckon. Think come here to chat. Alright, let the trial begin! Roll the dice! 20% success! Your warrior charges forward, roaring like a wounded bear. Chief Hyena charges too, letting loose a guttural yell of his own. The two meet in the middle of the ring. Sparks fly as axes meet. At last, one axe is knocked loose, and its owner gripped and the other slammed down. Your honor guard stands there for a moment, shocked, before falling into two separate pieces. Oh wait, Hyena won? Okay. Morgana has granted me a strength! Can one of you, go. Okay, who is it now? Which one is causing these, interruptions? Which is rather unfortunate, I will say. Grim Reaper, Risk Player, Gina, Hyena, well, it's gotta be one of, well, it's fucking one of yous. We can't play if this keeps happening. I don't want to be calling this short because this will be rather, so Risk Play is fine. Victory, did someone rage quit when I won? Not really. Morgana has granted me your strength! I am innocent! Chief Hyena is carried outside on the shoulders of an enthusiastic crowd. Everyone who watched the fight goes away astonished by the power of the Northern Gods. The rest of the Honor Guard resign in disgrace, having allowed a mere civilian to defeat one of their numbers in a public arena. It makes you look weak by accusation. Okay, that's awkward at best. Anyway, moving on. Your Majesty, I discovered something interesting about the land on which Chief Hyena's haunted aqueduct was built. Thank the ninth god. The ghost is actually Hyena Droid's great-great-uncle Gunnar. Gunnar, he isn't haunting building, he's haunting him! My great-great-uncle is angry with me? I never knew. I never even knew him. I could call about. Okay. This is getting rather annoying, I will say. Not sure if it's me, because sometimes it says game pause, waiting for the host to continue. Still, I gotta go now. Good luck with the rest. Okay, if that's the case, then the rest of these will be, you know, for more information. I think it's the Reap. We don't know. By the Star Flare! I don't need information. I just want this ghost gone. Well, we can't do that one. So do we continue researching Great-Great-Uncle Gunther, or C, ask Hyena to find out what the ghost wants? B or C, vote now! Voting, voting, voting. The voting is for you. Hey, voting, 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 voting. Voting is for you now. Voting, 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 voting. Voting is for you. Hey, voting, 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 voting. Voting is for you now. A voting is for you now. Voting, voting, vote. Hey, a voting, 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 voting. The voting is for you now. Voting, voting, vote. Voting, 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 vote. 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And looks like voting is closed, and thus continue researching Great-Great-Uncle Gunnar. Very well, I'll speak to the scholars at Quail and see what they can dig up. The scholars agree to help in exchange for an appropriate fee. You'll await their findings with interest. And now for some undercutting. I wanted to speak to you today about a delicate matter, Your Angus Majesty. It concerns the honey trade. Yes, I'm familiar with it. Well, then you will understand our position. You see, the counts have a lot of open grassland in the east, and I'm sure you're aware a lot of it's used for growing crops, of course. But do you know what else can be farmed in those vast meadows? Honey, of course. Now, bees don't you really like the north. It's cold up there, but the chiefs sure love honey. How else would they make their mead so sweet? So they import tons of it from the east. Traditionally, the partitions have facilitated the trade, making sure the fair deal was reached on both sides. Yet now the chiefs buy from the counts directly. They're cutting us out of the deal. You can't let them get away with it. Alright, you're right, that's despicable. Indeed. Then you will call the council together to deal with this. Very well then. My internal thanks, your Angus Majesty. Okay, do we, A, force the chiefs to continue buying honey through the partitions? Do we, B, allow the free market to sort this one out? C, bring the honey trader under the authority of the king rather than the partitions? Or D, ban the sale of honey altogether? How about we just go for this one and leave it at that? A, B, C, or D, vote now! Voting, voting, voting. The voting is for you. Hey, voting, voting, voting. The voting is for you now. Voting, 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 voting is for you. A voting done. Force the chiefs to continue buying honey through the partitions. You can't do this! Those partitions are just exploiting us for some more some money on the side! It's daylight robbery, it is! But the chiefs are still want honey, and now only the partitions can sell them. Despite principled words and angry letters, the trade continues, and partitions continue to get richer. Come back when you're a little richer. The council demands that the king's advisor to resign, and the king is too weak to resist. Our replacements are waiting in the wings. Once our advisors surround the king, we will have complete control of what he hears. We will shave his reality. We will treat the king like a mushroom, keep him in the dark and feed him. Now, let's not be vulgar. The question is, what will we do with this control? Okay, do we A, turn the king into a useless figurehead, which is raising stability, or B, force the king to abdicate in favor of their claimant, which is raising others' defiance? It looks like the Grim Reaper has chosen that one. Voting is closed, and thus turn the king into a useless figurehead. We'll turn the king into a powerless little puppet. Dance, puppet, dance! Sometimes it's scary how much you get into this. But yes, it's a great plan. What now? Now the kingdom must return to prosperity, and we'll ensure we get all the credit. The council will need this as a demonstration of our competence. They'll insist on sweeping out an old guard at this point. We won! For the final stage of this game, the council must raise stability to at least 9. Oh dear. And now, end the season! New honor guard, your heir, and the archbishop's request. Your quest for an heir is finally complete. You stand before the council holding a small child. Should I die? I ask that my crown be passed down to... The council hall is filled with nervous silence. My son! The assembled nobles break out into a polite applause by designating an heir. You've cemented the stability of the kingdom. Your Highness, may I be the first to congratulate you on the birth of your son. What is his name? Bastard II, obviously. How delightful, Your Highness. I'm sure Bastard II will grow up to be a chip off the old block. Congratulations on finding an heir. Now you just need to fulfill your ambition to win the game. Expect a visit from the Spymaster soon. Also, the ads are about to play, you know what that means?
I've declared war not
because capitalism's a thorn in my side, rotten nostalgia for an America gone by.
This
War is a people's war against the system that spiraled out our control. It's a war against the fucking forces of entropy. Understand? Do whatever it takes to stop them, defeat them, gut them. If I gotta kill, I'll kill. If I need your body, I'll fucking take it. Fucking hell. If you don't want to see those shitty ads, be sure to sub to this channel or go to the multi-stream on YouTube. Anyway, a new honor guard is needed. The deaths of your honor guards in the line of duty was a tragedy, your majesty. But we don't have time to mourn. We must replace them at once. The king needs protection. What are my options? Each region offers a selection of elite guards. The chiefs with the most famous warrior heroes. The camps with the knights of the Order of the Jam Rose. And the partitions offer a greatest gladiators champion arena. Of course, since the previous honor guard were northern warriors who died horrible deaths, you're unlikely to find any volunteers from the north to replace them. Alright, I'll go with the fucking Eastern Knights then. Wait, I made my decision. I'm going for the Eastern Knights. Very good, your majesty. I will make the arrangements at once. The knights arrive a few weeks later. They are all extremely pale and extremely polite. The commander introduces herself with a florid bow before reading out a poem she's written for the occasion. Lovely. And of course, as we can clearly see, we're about to be throwing into a raid, but let's just do the Archbishop's request very quickly. Your Majesty, it is with regret that I have another request to make, this time concerning the situation in the East. The counts have long been a matter of suspicion for those of us in the church, but now idolatry, the devil worshippers, are commonplace across the kingdom region. Allow me to send on my best mercenaries to the east, for it is for the good of the realm, the good of the realm. I won't hear any more of this. Begone! Very well, your highness. As he sweeps out of the room with such dignity as he can muster, you're sure you haven't heard the last of this? Yeah. Whatever. But yeah, as we can clearly see, shit's going down in there. But yeah, and the season. Oh no. Oh wait, never mind. We are now in the lovely Bidding Wars! Risk player with 2,300, Hyena with 2,000, and the Grim Reaper with 600. Man, you be broke. It is very broke. Man. Something to keep in mind. Isn't that right, Reactbot?
This is so sad.
I know. Can we basically spare a gold for the Grim Reaper Noble, who is going through a trying, troublesome time? Very unfortunate, to say the least. I will admit to that. And of course, as we can see here, for the chiefs, we have A, a cathedral, which raises the faith. B, a fortress, which raises the military. For the counts, we have C, a library, which raises stability. And D, a thieves guild, which lowers the trade. For the petitions, we have E, an aqueduct that raises the farming. And F, a deer park, which lowers the farming. What a lovely thing to see everything go the way that it should. But once the countdown goes down from there, when a pregnant woman swims, she's a human submarine. Until we meet again. Thank you, Pegging Dude. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate that very much. Thank you. Thank you for that information. Thank you. You're right. She is a human submarine because she is holding something in her belly, her womb, that basically is a person. So technically, when it's a submarine sort of thing. Yes. Very good indeed. But anyway, it's time for the thing. A, B, C, or D, or F, or E. Get your backs up and throw them on the ground! Get your bidding on, bidding on. Get your bidding on right now. Get your bidding on, bidding on. Get your bidding on right now. Get your bidding on, bidding on. Get your bidding on right now. Get your bidding on, bidding on. Get your bidding on right. Ooh, 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 ooh. And it looks like EC and B are basically fighting. Oh my goodness gravy. 25 seconds! What will happen? Will C be overtaken as 18 seconds are on the clock? And now 15 seconds. Oh my goodness, there is going to be a big fight. 10 seconds! 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And it looks like the military's up, and so is the farming. The stability is not up in any way, shape, or form. And the season! Let's see if my ambition is doing very, very well. At the start of your reign, you said you wanted to be a conqueror. You look like you plan to live up to those words. The kingdom's army is stronger than ever before. Well done, your majesty. But to shut down your nobles' schemings for good, we need to build on that reputation. Your advisors have some ideas. We should crush these disloyal nobles, take command of their armies and force them to submit. Or if you're looking to unite the nobles rather than smash them, you could declare war on the Ashmodean Empire. They'll forget your schemes if you win. Authority or farming? Let's go for farming. A wise decision, your majesty. I've already taken the liberty of contacting the Ashmodean ambassador. Fun fact, the marshal is a lady. I know, and I still think she sounds like what I'm doing. That's usually how I imagine the marshal sounds like. I mean, if you want, I could tell you what I usually have a certain other person sound like. Oh, obvious. Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Greetings, your grace. I am here to discuss the terms of our upcoming war.
Negotiating the surrender, I hope.
Ha 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 ha! No.
The Ashmodean Empire is far larger than your kingdom. Didn't you wonder why we never squashed you like a bug? It's because we're divided into internal conflicts. It may seem that the empire is ruled by its emperor. In reality, Ashmodean is ruled by its generals, who battle endlessly for control of the capital. So why are you here? I'm here representing General... I'm not going to be able to... Faltikanhiv, whose lands are safely distant from the border. If you were to invade, all we ask is that you send us your signal. We'll launch a civil war, taking advantage of the chaos to bump off some of our own rivals. A bold plan? I will leave you to think of your own words. If we take advantage of the Ashmodean Empire internal divisions, we may actually have a chance. If you beat our oldest enemy, that would shut the nobles up for good. But winning still won't be easy. Your priority is to raise the kingdom's overall farming and military as much as you can. And of course there can't be open rebellion amongst the nobles. Yes. Very good indeed. Moving on from there. There's a jailbreak! Jailbreak! Your Majesty, do you remember Count the Grim Reaper? That's you, isn't it? No, Your Majesty, you're confused. I'm talking about disgraced forebearer. Oh, the fellow I threw in the dungeon. That's right, my uncle. You threw him in prison for falsely imprisoning a peasant. Well, he escaped. He's cunningly concealed his escape tunnel behind a 6-foot-wide oil painting of a cavorting nymph. Gods be good! Why was this villain's allowed such a painting in his cell at all?
No. The Grim Reaper was a count and was accommodated accordingly at the count's request.
Let me hunt down this outlaw, your majesty. I'll surely stop after the chief keeps his prisoners. Why the fuck not? Let's see what he does. How about that? A, B, C, or D, vote now! Voting, the voting is for you. Hey, voting, the voting is for you now. Voting is for you. Hey, voting is for you now. Voting is for you now. Vote. Hey, vote. 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Make prisons less comfortable for nobles. Voting is closed. In the east, prison cells for nobles are stripped of their creature comforts. Spikes and iron maidens are installed instead. Thank the gods! This is more like it. The new punishments certainly make the counts think twice about skimming taxes or taking more of their fair share of the harvest. But despite all this, somewhere out there, Count the Grim Reaper remains at large, and the King's justice looks weaker than ever. Interesting. Anyway, time for a deadly request. A noble is here to see you, Your Majesty. He says it's a delicate matter. Unfortunately, I'm not merely here for a social call. I go through the records of my estate with the help of the university scholars and unearthed a bit of gossip from 100 years ago. Great-great-uncle Gunnar was having an affair with the secret coastal lover, Mina II's great-great-grandmother. Rumour has it that his most passionate letters are hidden somewhere in our villa. They must be destroyed for the sake of the family's reputation. That's got me worried about my letters. I couldn't speak to that, Your Greatness. The trouble is, Mina II refuses to let me anywhere near her villa. I dare not mention the reason, or she'll tell everyone and embarrass my family. Your Highness, I beg of you, please tell Mina II to throw open her doors so I can lay the scandal to rest. Ugh, fucking hell. Fine, I'll order Lady Partition II to let you in. Yeah. Thank you, Your Highness. Thank you. What manner of injustice is this? How dare the king force us to open the doors to every prying eye in the kingdom? Rumors spread about nobles having their homes sacked and burned at the whims of the council. Nothing can be traced to Mina II, of course. But Hyena secretly unearths and burns the sordid letters, and great-great-uncle Gunnar is finally satisfied. In fact, it's said that the water from the aqueduct is even sweeter in the lake of these events. Perhaps Gunnar's legacy was to help the chiefs after all. Well, either that or put lead in the drink. Who knows? All lead just suddenly fell into the drink. And the season! Oh, look. More money. And there's a rebellion report? What the fuck? And the season! And thus we have the ambition. Let's go to that. For the last few months, your marshal has been crisscrossing the kingdoms, drumming up troops in preparation for your first strike against the Ashmolean Empire. Today, at last, she's returned, and she's brought one of the partitions with her. Your Majesty, the nobles are proving reluctant to commit their soldiers to your cause. They sent a delegation to speak with you. Your Angus Majesty, of course we'll all support a war with the accursed dogs of the Ashmodee. Of course we do. We're more patriotic than anyone. But we're concerned about the harvest. Your marshal is telling us to raise all our able-bodied levies. If we do that, who's going to gather the crops? The kingdom could starve. We won't want that. Just damn cowardice, if you ask me, Your Majesty. But all the nobles are echoing this nonsense. The fools are worried about going hungry for a few years. Until we can persuade them that the kingdom will survive, they won't commit to full forces of our banner. Assure noble partition risk player the second that the kingdom can survive a few bad harvests. Roll the dice! Shit! Regrettably, Your Esteemed Highness, we just can't commit to a war right now. The kingdom would starve. Damn cowards, the lot of you! Don't call us cowards. My ancestors have a proud tradition of bravely sending off peasants to die on Ashmolean fields, and I wouldn't dare disrespect that.
Give me time to build up supplies first. I could bear to go an entire year without brunch. It proves impossible to convince your nobles to lend their banners to your crusade against the Ashmedane, not while the granaries stand empty. To improve your chances of victory, focus on increasing the kingdom's farming and military such as possible in the next 2 seasons. The challenge will decrease in difficulty with each failed attempt. Great. Fucking great. Time for the winter chill. Brrr. The eastern winter has been especially cruel this year. Your Highness, I can still feel it in my bones. Ha! The cops don't know the meaning of the word cold. Your Majesty, this is no joke. I found the secret is layers. It's not just about me. In the east, the river's frozen, and people won't work for fear of frostbite. My butler touched the iron fence post and lost its entire finger. Okay. Do we A, send food to build eastern stockpiles? B, send northern troops to clear snow and ice? C, order the chiefs to send any surplus food? Or D, leave the counts to deal with it? Can we just go for B and be done with it? A, B, or C, or D? Vote now! Voting, voting, voting. The voting is for you. Hey, voting, 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 voting. Voting is for you now. Voting, 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 voting. Oh my goodness gracious me. And the nobles have voted. Lovely. Voting is closed, and thus send the northern troops to clear the snow and ice. Northern mercenaries soon arrive in the east and get to work. They clear vast swathes of snow and ice with shovels and pickaxes. Though the air is still chilly, the eastern peasants quickly grow more confident about leaving their homes. Soon merchants can come and go more easily. Merchants set up again, and citizens waddle from stall to stall, wrapped in huge furs. The east is well on the way to recovery. Time for the ancient monster. Your Majesty! Terrible news! The Grey Beast has been unleashed! Grave news indeed. This is no time for weak puns. The Grey Beast is an unholy creation, long dead wizard. A giant lizard thing is rotting grey flesh, and its head a misshapen skull. It breathed a rancid black fog that extinguishes all life. Maybe we should send a fellow with a net? Shit. Your Majesty, the Grey Beast is the size of a house. Oh. Our ancestors couldn't kill it, so they sealed it in a walled tomb. I have no idea how it escaped. I do. You remember the escaped prisoner, Count Grim Reaper? He made his way back to the east after his jailbreak. He freed the beast out of spite, hoping to bring a curse upon the kingdom that turned against him. Of course, he was the beast's first victim. Well, now we know the backstory. How do we stop it? It's laid waste to 3 villages already. The eastern roads are clogged with fleeing peasants. Okay, do we A, send Eastern Knights to slay the beast? B, consult the scholars of Quail University? Or C, wizard problems require wizard solutions? A, B, or C, vote now! Voting, 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 the voting is for you. Voting, 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 voting is for you now. Voting, 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 voting is for you. Hey, voting, voting, voting. Voting is for you now. Voting, voting, vote. And we have gotten the C solution. And wizard's problem require wizard solution. You send 100 messages to scour the land in search of a wizard. Late that night, a bolt of lightning shatters your bedroom wall, waking you with a start. Greetings from Asmoral, Wizard of the Storm. Ah! Fear not, mortal. Ah! I'm here to help you contain this foul grey beast. It is the creation of an old enemy of mine. Yamar hooks, the unhinged cords, curse his name. Why is everything lowing stability? I don't know. We had a fling once, you know, now. Don't know what I was thinking. I'm glad Scrampton ate him. Anyway, I have taken the liberty of already extracting my required fee from your treasury. Now I shall go and restore the natural order. order. Before you go, she vanishes, leaving nothing but the overpouring shell of ozone. Later, you hear the Ash Morel and the Grave Beast battled for several days before her lightning bolts finally forced it to retreat back to its tomb. The East is still devastated, but at least some order is restored. And the season! And thus, briberies. Let's go for that. And for as for the rebellion report on the verge, damn. We've got a pillar of immunity, beached whale. Oh my goodness gracious me. Heretical discovery. Your esteemed highness, I bring troubling news. Someone took the knight's name in vain again. Not quite, your highness. A group of individuals in the coast are meeting in secret to preach heretical teachings and engage in rituals. They are worshippers of the dispersed gods. They believe in the eighth will one day return and cast down the ninth god on all his followers. In other words, they are devil worshippers! Ah! Regrettably, I require the council's permission to launch a proper investigation. Otherwise, my inquisitors will have to destroy the cult before it has a chance to spread. It isn't worth our time. Let's forget all about it. Heresy is a disease, your highness! If you do not cure it, quickly it spreads and will become uncontrollable. You will regret it. With nothing to retain them, the devil worshippers thrive in the faithless region of the coast, spreading their influence and gaining followers by the week. Holy shit. Hey look! A whale! Your sincere highness. A great big whale washed up on the coast, right outside my villa. However, before I could order my servants to harvest its blubber, a finfolk crawled up into the sand. It begged me for an audience with the king. What's that? Your question is answered when a frog-faced, green-skinned man waddles in, his flippers flapping against the marble. I'm just gonna do that. In what way was this whale your friend? Aww. Depths below! You can't be seriously considering this, your sincere highness. The beast is dead! Do we A, B, return the dead whale to the finfolk, or C, that whale will make a fine trophy in the king's throne room? B or C, vote now! Voting, 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 the voting is for you. Hey! Voting, 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 the voting is for... Oh, and it's over. Voting is closed, and we return the dead whale to the finfolk. By the knife! I can't believe this! This animal was already dead! Using a huge crane and a team of oxen, the rotting whale is lifted and placed upon the wooden rollers. Without ceremony, is plucked back into the ocean. From this point on, coastal fishermen report that their catches have never been better. The grateful finfolk literally herd fish towards their nets. Lovely jubbly. Anyway, time for a pillar of community. Your Grace, I regret to have to bring this matter to you, but there is no other way. We've been tracking an Eastern criminal who was wanted in conjunction with a number of high-profile incidents back at home. We thought he'd slipped the net recently, when we discovered that she fled into the coast a number of years ago. But the politicians are refusing to let us investigate further. Who is this criminal? We don't know her real name, but the peasants call her Homebreaker Carrie. She lied, cheated, and murdered her way halfway across the east. Wait a moment. Are you talking about Honey Tongue Carrie? She's a pillar of the community back in Mechanos. She's arrived a few years ago from the east and used her wealth to invest in local business and set up an orphanage. Everyone loves her. Surely you'll jest. Honey-tongued Carrie, this woman is a bloodthirsty criminal and must be punished. Do we send Honey-tongue Carrie back to the east? Allow Carrie to stay in the coast under the protection of the partitions, or C, summon her to the capital to answer to the king's justice. How about we just do this? A, B, or C for now! Voting, 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 the voting is for you. Hey! Voting, 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 the voting is for you now. Voting, 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 voting is for you. Hey! Voting, 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 voting. Voting, voting is for... Oh, goodness gracious me. Voting is closed. Allow Carrie to stay in the coast under the protection of the petitions. But the people of the East demand justice! What about the families of Homewrecker Carrie, who must suffer for these? It's for the best, the Grim Reaper II. She's clearly reformed, and Mykonos just wouldn't be the same without her. It wouldn't reflect well on the crown that such a terrible killer can get away with it. If they just set up an orphanage or two, at least Mykonos continues to prosper through. And the season! And rebellion report. Game, you need to give me the option to risk ability for me to win. Damn. Let's see, the laughing stock conquest. Let's go for conquest. Your Majesty, I've been trying to gather troops, but your nobles are still concerned over them starving. They're refusing to raise their levies. Assure the nobles that the kingdom can be... Oh, roll the dice! Yes! By the knife, your sincere highness, you're right! The kingdom can survive a few hungry winters if it means teaching those Ashmedane bastards a lesson. That's the spirit. I trust we can have the backing of the politicians in starting this war then. Yes, your esteemed highness. Let's do it! One by one, your marshal approaches the nobles of your council, seeking the approval for the launch of the war against the Ashmedane. Very well, your majesty. If you must pursue this hopeless crusade, let it never be said that the Count stayed home and hid. Aye, your majesty. The chiefs never backed in for a fight and never have all that. The nobles are united behind the idea of a war on the Ashmedane, your majesty. Huzzah! Let's go to war! I like the enthusiasm, but it's been a long time since the kingdom's mobilized so much of its army. We need to assure they're up to the task. I'll assemble the troops at once. Farewell, your majesty. Oh, I win! I win! When your marshal returns to the capital a month later, she is at the end of an army. The soldiers set up camp outside the city walls, the armor gleaming crimson in the light of dawn. Inspect your troops. The camp stretches for miles outside the walls of the city. The ground has churned to mud under the tens of thousands of boots. As you approach, you are greeted by an awesome sight. Rank upon rank of hard-faced totems, holding swords aloft, knights on horseback, their plate mail glistening, archers and crossbowmen training furiously, hitting target after target. Beautiful, ain't it? Good work, my marshal. Thank you, your majesty. Let's march! The soldiers let out a full roar. For the kingdom! For the king! The army is a vast, stinking, hungry monster that swallows up the whole landscape as it marches south. When you arrive at the border, your soldiers spill across the floor, sweeping away the surprised Ashmedane sentries in their path. To tell the truth, you don't see much of the fighting. Your job is just to give inspirational speeches before the battle starts. Wave a sword around, then duck back into your tent. It's definitely more entertaining when you save the ambition for last. What do you want me to do when he rolled a nat 20? I know, right? Despite that, or perhaps because of that, Your first Ashmedane campaign is a huge success. By the time you've returned to the capital for winter, you've conquered almost 100 miles of territory along the border. As the city gates swing open, you're greeted by a rush of joyous sounds. Clapping, cheering, peasants are throwing roses at your carriage. Trailing behind you, of course, is also a retrain of wounded soldiers nursing deep-seated trauma and grieving their lost comrades. Depends, largely. Ignore them. Oh, hail the king! The conquering hero! Pull out the song and give it a wiggle. Yeah, several peasants swoon in delight. When you return to the palace, your wife is waiting for you, your heir, bastard II in her arms. My darling, you're finally back! I've been breathlessly following the tale of your conquest. It's so super cool, I swear. We have so much to talk about. Little bastard II has been growing up so fast in your absence. I mean, seriously, I've told him all of... I've basically been reading him nothing but Edgar Allan Poe for 10 straight days. We're on the crow. Sorry, dear, but the council has requested my meeting. Oh, of course. Well, hurry back, my love. I swear, I'm just gonna... And thus, bad things happen to good people too. As you step back into the council's presence for the first time in many months, all nobles all look at you with trepidation. Welcome back, your grace. Let me be the first to congratulate you on your victory. But now we can get back to business of ruling. There are many votes that need to be your attention. Did you forget there's a war on? But what about democracy? The Constitution? Did the king misspeak? We may have won a victory, but Ashmedane will strike back and back her and strike back hard. We don't have time for votes. We need to prepare. And if you squabbling bastards don't unite behind the king right away, you'll wake up next year with Ashmedane soldiers in your bedchambers. Do I make myself clear? Crystal. Nothing like a common enemy, eh? Yes, your highness. If there's one thing we hate more than each other, it's the Ashmedane Empire. After that, the nobles never defy you again. But it's not like your life gets any easier. Your Majesty, I hate to interrupt your meeting, but I just received word that the Ashmedane Empire is marching on our newly conquered territories. They're sending 30 regiments. We need to mobilize immediately. With a sigh, you head back to the palace to say goodbye to your wife. Here we go again. The monarchy is victorious! The chief's attempt to worm their way into the palace was uncovered, and a number of arrests were made. Chief Hyena ended his life chained upside down into the dungeon wall. The partisan's attempt to buy the kingdom ended in failure. Bankruptcies were filed, marks were scratched in secret ledgers. The risk-reward calculus wasn't favorable. Perhaps next time. The count's attempt to replace the king's advisors never panned out. One night, Conte Yesi awoke to find a smiling spymaster holding a knife to their throat and calling asking them to desist. King Bastard's reign spanned another 15 glorious years, mostly spent fighting in foreign fields. He conquered land from Taliban and Ashmedane lost it, campaigned to get it back. By the time the old warrior died, he was battle-scarred and celebrated as a hero. But most of all, he was tired. King Bastard the Bold! Game length 3 years and 3 months. Lovely. And the spouse, Zaya of the East, and the successor, King Bastard II. Of course, the noble, rich player, the bloody, the second, with 2,000 gold is the wealthiest noble, but Hyena suddenly is now with 1,500 to their name, Brokey. Oh, what shit, I forgot to check that one. Oh well. But thank you all for watching. Hopefully the Twitch integration works next time. I apologize for that. But thank you all for watching, and as well as that, enjoying all of this. Hopefully the Twitch integration works next time. And thank you also to everyone for watching. What a lovely time, to say the least. It's just amazing to have all of you here. And thank you also to Rick108 for the follow, Riskplayer0123, for the follow. And, oh, Leafy just... Oh, yeah, Leafy for the lovely tier 1 sub to Ice Blue Dragon. Ah, lovely jubbly. As we go into a luscious little... Who shall we be raiding today? Let's find out. Let us raid... How about we go for... Oh, this is going to be a tad difficult, but I'm going to probably raid... Tipenya. Why not? Tipenya. A lovely VTuber, if I do say so myself. T-I-P-A-Y. And who is playing that horse racing gacha game. Thank you all for watching. Have a good day, have a good evening, and have a good afternoon. And I will see you all tomorrow with some good old-fashioned Dead by Daylight. It's a goodbye from the lovely ReactBot.
Yippee!
And it's goodbye from me. Bye-bye! Bye-bye! Bye, 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 bye.